Hey everybody, Forever Archer 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. So have you ever sat there and just pondered, I wonder if a fighting game would be easier with no blocking? There's very little games that do this, and we're going to be playing one of them today. And it's not Killer Instinct Gold. We're going to be playing the piss-poor port, in my opinion, of MK3 and the SNES. Now, it was very, very technologically impressive giving out the SNES and its hardware. But there is, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but like when you play the game on very easy and you play any of the difficulties or pillars, you'll be able to beat the first opponent with little to no problem. But then you get to the second opponent and it will just kick the living dog shit out of you, which I'm going to show on video for you so you can see what I mean. And then we'll go to the main event. So this is like an experiment. Let's see if Mortal Kombat 3 is easier with no blocking. But before that, we need to play a little bit of the game with nothing involved, and I'll show you exactly what I mean, and you guys can also let me know if you've experienced the same issue. It could just be my shitty gameplay, but I don't think so, because if you played fighting games growing up, you'll know that the AI will do anything it can to block your attack, sometimes overly use the blocking action. Like, you would have to do the most stupidest move at a time that you wouldn't even think about using it, and then maybe about, I want to say 40% of the time you'll land a hit, but the PC just overly uses blocking so much, it's just annoying. Thankfully, Capcom in later releases of their fighting games got rid of that problem with guard, I think it's called Guard Crush, where you would crush their block and then they're open to an attack because they've been blocking too much. Capcom's like, no, fuck that shit. We need to go ahead and get rid of that because it's pissing players off. I mean, I don't know if people complained enough about it or they just said, you know what, this could pose a problem. I mean, granted, sometimes when you play a fighting game and you actually hit a blocked opponent, it does take a sliver of health. I don't think Mortal Kombat falls in that category, though. I know Street Fighter does. But I'm glad Capcom addressed that issue later on. Now, with fighting games today, it's like I haven't really played any new ones per se, so I can't tell if they still keep that. It's nice when there are moves that can cause a block to be, that if you hit a strong enough attack, that it takes away the blocking ability for a minute so you can actually have an attack and do a combo or deliver some heavy damage. Because I think that's only fair. But, you know, life's not fair. Neither is AI in video games, so with enough talking, let's go ahead and I'll show off some gameplay. So sit tight, relax, grab a beer, grab some food, whatever it is you want to do, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, here we go. This is Mortal Kombat 3 on the SNES. This used to scare me when I was, because I always get bit when stuff just appears on the screen and fills up the screen. Sometimes that would throw me up in a loop. So yeah, that used to kind of caught me off guard the first time I played the game. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to options and pick very easy. And we're going to go to the littlest difficulty because I don't want this gameplay video to go on for too long. I'm just trying to prove a point. So I'm going to pick probably what I consider my best character in this game other than Cabal. I kind of like Sector, so I'm going to pick him. So we're going to Novice. Now, watch what happens. I'm probably going to beat the shit out of the first guy, and then the second or third guy is going to whip the shit out of me. I can never get the fatalities to work in this version either, which I still don't understand to this day. I don't know if it's just button lag or whatever, because I know this game doesn't have great control. It doesn't. Or this port of it anyways. So, here we go. Fighting against Sindel. Bitch, and your long ass hair. I have to be jealous of Shao Kahn though. He's hitting that. If you see her in Mortal Kombat 9, my god, yum yum yum. Now, as you can tell, she's blocking some of my stuff. Sometimes she's allowing me a hit. I can never get that to fucking work. It's not that bad. The fatalities in Mortal Kombat 3, in my opinion, suck. Alright, now, so it's going to be either fucking Cyrax or Jax that's just going to wipe the floor with me. It sucks. So, let's see what happens. Alright, so far I'm looking like a liar, but I assure you it will happen. Okay, now he did beat me, but when he starts like running a lot, that's when that particular bug or whatever the fuck has been programmed into the game, it shows its face. It's disgusting. Like, he'll counter every fucking thing. See, he's already blocking a lot. But watch this. I'm going to load the game. I'm going to use a continue, load it, and I'll be able to beat him no problem. And you have to basically play through the whole game unless you use some codes. So, actually, this time we're going to use my other guy, Kabal. I still think the roster list in MK3 was also weak. I still think MK2 is the better, or the best digitized Mortal Kombat trilogy of them all. I don't like 3, I don't like Ultimate, because Ultimate's even worse. See, I'm just tearing the shit out of them. It's ridiculous. I mean, in Ultimate as well, if you ever played Ultimate on the Super Nintendo, a lot of the sound clips have been completely cut. That's why 3 is probably the better in terms of technological aspects. Fucking Ultimate just sucks on the SNES, and even on the Genesis. It's even worse on the Genesis. The game looks like dog shit. Like, if you ever need, like, a home port of Ultimate, I suggest the Saturn or the DS version. I used to play the DS version online a lot and troll people with smoke. Good times. I just can't get the fucking fatalities to work in this. Alright, now let's go to Jax. Now I know Jax is one of the people that definitely... Him and Sonya are like the ones that just run in and just fucking bum rush you. And block everything. It's ridiculous. See what I mean? See what I mean? You have literally no chance. He just uses everything in his power and he's faster, and it's ridiculous. He just stops the shit out of you. And it's like you have no chance. It's bullshit. Yep, here he goes. Yep, there he goes. So I think I've proved my point, and trust me, when you get to like Sonya or people or later up the ladder, it just gets worse. I mean, I rented this game, and I shit you not, when I rented this game, it got me so angry that I lost on Motaro. I always struggled on him anyways, and I punched the cartridge, and it went Motaro, Motaro, Motaro. I didn't break the game, but I did make it freeze on that. I still think that was funny to this day. I actually laughed after it happened. But okay, so now we're going to go to the main event. Let's turn off blocking in this piece of shit and see if we can get anywhere. See if we can beat the novice ladder. And if we can, I'll be happy as a clam and proving my point. But let's see if what I have stated in the past, stated earlier, is true or not. Okay, in order to get blocking off, we got to use a code. So we got to put my stuff, Scott's stuff. XBAY, up, left, down, right, down. Hacks! Okay, and what that does is it gives you a whole bunch of shit you can turn on and off. You can turn off blocks and throws. So we're going to turn blocking off. And there's also much shit. There's a lot of shit you can play with. I mean, there's even cool stuff and cooler stuff, but you know, I find Scott's stuff is probably the best option, at least for this experiment. So let's go ahead and use Kabal since he's quick, and they can't fucking block me. play novice to make it a quick game. Because we know fighting games are probably boring to watch, and you gotta see that every time you start a fucking round. Blocking disabled. You just press start and it goes away pretty quick. Alright, boy. Let's see what you got. Not much now that you can't block now, can you? Now, it could get harder. I mean, this is just the first opponent on the tier. But it can get harder. Let's see. We will definitely see. We'll see if these guys have what it takes to beat my ass with no blocking. In the arcade, there's actually a code using the little icon little system they had on Versus screens to take off blocking, where you have to play aggressively or you're screwed. There's this fucking chump at the arcade that constantly, and I mean constantly, used that on purpose, and he was an asshole. Of course, everyone used Cabal because he was cheap. They kind of fixed him in Ultimate, but not by much. But yeah, I mean, because, and the reason why I know that is they showed this screen in the magazine where it literally showed, like, it had like a player counter in the, I guess in the BIOS or whatever. I'll have to look into that, like legit through MAME or something. And it usually tells you how many characters. Oh, that's right. I can't block either. I'm an idiot. It would say like everyone was like 50 or 60 being played, and then like Cabal was like 254. I'm like, what? I mean, everyone just liked Cabal because, first of all, he's cheap, and secondly, he's very accessible. All his moves are simple to do, so I definitely could see why. Anyway, Shang Tsung almost got me, but now that I mean, the only thing that helps him is those goddamn fireballs. This boom, boom, boom. That's the only thing that's helping him out here. Nothing else works. Damn it. Yeah, I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember his fatality. I think it's like, oh shit. It's like, I don't remember. See, the funny thing is that I remember all the characters from Mortal Kombat 2's fatalities. I can't remember any from 3 except for maybe Sub-Zero. It's like run, run, block, run. No, it's block, block, run. And that picks them up and freezes them and breaks. The fatalities in this game suck anyways. I don't even care. 2 is much more effective. I mean, don't get me wrong. Lighting someone on fire with Septor is very satisfying, but... Now, see, Shiva's pulling that shit that I was telling you about, but see, now blocking's off, I could stomp her dick in. You know, this is 2023, right? He's a man. It's a man now. Right. But yeah, but if you were playing with blocking on, you would get wrecked this round. Guaranteed. Because she's pulling all that running and throwing combos at you, like left and right. It's stupid. It's on very easy, for fuck's sake. I mean, so far I think I've proven the point, but I want to see if I can get through the game. I don't want to just play a couple minutes and just be like, oh, hey, we're done. No. We need to see if the bosses are even any harder. Oh, I'm fighting myself. This is not gonna go well. Because he can do the same thing I can do. And he's fucking spamming fireballs, of course. What, are you fucking Ryu now? You take lessons from Ryu? He's like, throw Hadoukens all day and no one can stop you. Yeah, of course. What else is new? I'm not surprised. I am not surprised in the slightest. Cabal's a cheap piece of shit. I like using them. I can do it too, cum dumpster. Damn it, didn't work that time. Fuck! Come on! See, even with block off, he's still wrecking my shit. Come on, get him! Yes! Yeah, but on very easy? No, this should be, like, suited for at least normal, but then again, I think everyone has talked to death about how the AI in MK and all of them, 2 especially, is broken. MK2 in the arcade is just an unfair pile of shit. I'll just play it on the Saturn, even though a lot of the shit's missing from it. And why is that? It's CD-ROM! I can't find any kind of information that I could tell you guys and why that was. But yeah, the MK2 on the Saturn, released here in America, some of the sound effects were missing. It was a gorgeous game. It looked arcade perfect. And it was CD fucking ROM. You can't tell me it was a space issue. It could have just been, I mean, to this day I'm confused. To me, the best home version, you're going to believe it or not, in my opinion, because it has everything, is the 32X version. I'm not even kidding. I am not joking. Yeah, the sound is shit, but it has everything. And more. But my tier goes like this. It's like the 32X version, then the SNES version, and then finally the Genesis version. No, the PlayStation version doesn't count because it's based off the DOS version, and the sound makes my head hurt. The music is terrible. It's like they use like a fucking MP401 fucking sound synth. It's terrible. Now, if they used FM synth, I may have a little bit more respect, because FM synth is glorious. I mean, listen to some PC98 games. Holy shit, some of that stuff is just so catchy and good. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Oh, we're going to be fighting. I have a feeling I'm still going to struggle on Motaro, even with blocking off. Because he's just cheap. He throws fireballs like Ryu all day and jumps around. And it's like the dude's on fucking speed. Calm the fuck down. I mean, what's your guys' opinion? Who was harder, Motaro or Kintaro? I still think Kintaro is, but there is a trick that if you get him in a corner, you can sit there and just low punch him to death. It's hard to pull off, but it's doable. Or you can put in a code, which does double damage. I struggled probably more on Motaro than I ever had on Kintaro. Now I'm interested to see how the final bosses go. I mean, the only thing you really do is jump kick, because otherwise he just grabs you and punches you. Most of you probably understand that the hardships that Motaro can put you in. It's bullshit. I just jump kick. It works. Sometimes he'll let you just jump kick him, but it's hard to pull off. See? He does that all the fucking time. It's frustrating. Alright, we got him one round. Hopefully the next round will be just as kind to me. I haven't used a continue. And what is it with home ports giving you limited continues? It's horseshit. It's like if I could put a fucking quarter in the machine, I would, just so I could have extra credits. Thankfully, there's codes. But why should you have to resort to that? I will never in a million years understand it. The only one that got it right was fucking Street Fighter. I had infinite continues. As should. I know it's like, oh, but that's just to make sure you win. Exactly. You don't play the game just to play the game. You play the game to fucking win, goddammit. And speaking of playing a game to win, I just fucking beat Motaro with not much of an issue. So, I think we can safely say that, yes, taking blocking off in a fighting game does make it easier. I honestly think it should be an option in most fighting games. Alright, one more round and we got it, boys. Yeah, if he had the blocking was on, he'd be constantly blocking my attacks, constantly doing that shoulder rush, and that stupid lifting move he does with his leg is basically his version of Tiger Knee. How's Kabal still alive? If you got hit by a hammer with that fucking magnitude, you'd be dead. Your head would be fucking squashed like a goddamn watermelon. Get me out of the corner, you fucking cheater. Oh, bullshit! No, fuck you! Well, there goes my perfect game. Even though I'm using a cheat. Fuck you, Shao Kahn. Piece of crap. The most fucking lazy design of a fucking game. I mean, he's cool in 9. I mean, it's literally a bodybuilder in a suit. I think his name was Brian Glenn. And then you had Steve Ritchie's doing the voice of Shao Kahn, who was a pinball designer. He made some great shit, too, by the way. There's this one called Black Knight that he did the voice on. And it was pretty rad. And we've completed it. So, yes, I think it's safe to say that blocking is a artificial difficulty. I mean, yes, you want. I understand you want to defend yourself so you can stay in the game longer. But the problem is if you can do it, so that can the PC, and the PC can just wreck your shit. But yeah, never spend money on this port. My brother gave me his copy because he doesn't really like the SNES anyways. He was a Genesis and always, I would say he would always be a Genesis fanboy, but lately all he does nowadays is play PC RTS games. What a boring existence. RTS games are fine, but I can't see myself just playing those over and over again, but... So yeah, that's MK3 and the SNES. Some still back the Genesis version. They still think that's the better version because the control. And yes, the control is arcade perfect, but the game looks literally like mud. Given that the Genesis has such a poor color palette, the game looks like mud. Now, I will admit, the resolution's better because the SNES has shit resolution. That's why all the characters always look pixelated and compressed and squashed. It's because of the resolution. But for what it is, it still looks good, and I think it looks arcade accurate. It just sucks that the gameplay is shit. No, I cheated just to beat your fucking ass. So yeah, that's MK3 for the SNES, and I think we have go ahead and make a scientific discovery in terms of what we just transpired. And what that is yes, blocking is artificial difficulty, and if you take it away from the PC, you can wreck their shit as long as you know what you're doing. I mean, you could be one of those little kids that likes to jump in the corner and jump kick. I faced many of those at time in the Street Fighter arcade days, and he would always get killed and then go cry to his mom. And I'm serious about that. He would be like, Mama, I can't do it. I suck at video games. We'd be just sitting there laughing like, what a little bitch. He needs to go home and practice and come back and show us up. But he wouldn't. I don't remember ever seeing that kid again. He was like a light brown-haired kid. He was maybe as tall as I was at the time. I was, what, 11 years old? Yeah. So there's that. Anyways, I could, you guys know I can talk your ears off all day, and I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to make the short video. And I know I don't have the camera on, but that's okay, because I have really no expression to make. I just want to do this experiment, and I think I proved my point. But what do you guys think? Do you think I proved my point? Do you think that the blocking is an artificial difficulty that they put in fighting games in order to make the games harder? I don't know. I mean, that's my opinion. But I'm interested to hear what you have to say. But with that being said, I am Forever Etcher 82. I am signing off. You guys have a great one. Just remember to keep gaming, keep loving, and keep it retro. And we will see you again soon. And until then, take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.